Every year, hundreds of people die in Nigeria due to flooding and extreme weather conditions related to climatic change. 2022 flood in Nigeria is one of the worst floods experienced in decades. This led to death of over 600 people and displaced over 2.4 million people in the country, according to the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA. Millions of dollars worth of investment in agriculture has been destroyed by the flood. There is also destruction of infrastructure and economic losses by the extreme weather events.
The flood gets into my house, and most times I have to pack my things up so that the water doesn't damage my property.
I've never witnessed this type of flood in this area.
This climatic crisis has caused the event to become more extreme and unpredictable. Villages, including their farms, products, and properties, are actually victims of climatic change, even if they are not the ones who created the problem. Despite several resolutions, trade and global efforts to curtail the carbon emissions and avoid a catastrophe raised in global temperatures, one of the major components of climatic change, still, people in the northern Nigeria are not able to save their homes. The crisis is already at their front doors and is knocking down the frame.
I'm afraid of it, but we are preparing. Some of us do park and live by the side of the road. We park and live by the side of the road. While some will go to Kutu, some will go to Jamata to go and live there.
In 2023, floods has caused widespread of diversion, resulting in loss of lives and damage to personal property and critical public health infrastructure. The annual flood outlook, which has unveiled by the Nigerian Hydrological Service Agency in collaboration with Nigerian Meteorological Agency (NIMET) in 2023, seasonal climatic predictions indicates that over 200 local government areas from 32 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory are highly risk flood areas.
We've seen in Katsina just last 24 hours, they received 178 millimeters of rain in less than 10 hours. And we've seen evidence of flash floods in Katsina. We have seen Borno, Yobe, Jigawa, and parts of Kano will have well above normal rainfall. And that is the upstream location of this country, and whereby all the rivers drain down to the central parts of the state. So people should please adhere to our focus products.
After 6 months of predictions, the result shows that flooding was already ravaging many communities in most of the states following increase in rainfall pattern, as hundreds of houses, swaths of farmlands were ravaged by flood. The flooding has increased the number of deaths and displaced persons in country.
This is a recurrent decimal. And once in a while, you have this kind of flood coming, and it's becoming because of the of what is happening of global warming. The flooding all over the world is increasing, and the only way to save lives of the residents is to ask them to clear from the waterway.
Most of them are still there because they have nowhere to go. And if they relocate, what will they eat? What will the families eat? So these are source of worries that we want assistance from the government, especially the federal government. We don't want to wait until this time. And if the flooding of this year is predicted, it will be more than last year, then a lot needs to be done.
These also include advisory to relevant authorities such as NEMA, SEMA, LEMA should ensure all drainages are cleared to avoid blockages and ensure free flow. Among the recommendations highlighted by the documents include discourage building along waterways and environmental authorities to ensure proper waste management. State, local governments, media, community leaders, and NGOs should carry out aggressive sensitization in identified risk location. Despite this short-term management advisory, the rise in global temperature had led to the early predictions. The effects of climatic change on people and environment would worsen over the years.